Incoming transmission. Good morning, cadets, and welcome back to our Expeditions Rome playthrough and implicitly the legend of Biggest Dickus. Actually, Biggest not just Dickus. And in the previous episode, we just had our most of our tutorial done and just going towards Lesbos. Now we are in our first camp. Not sure if this is gonna be base of operations soon or this is just temporary and the tutorial is not over. It is quite large and we do have couple of people that we can still chat around. I believe there was one more to the left, or is it just these two scenarios and Bestia? I think that might be just it. Okay, let's talk with Cineros.
Domine,
How are you doing?
I am hungry and my face is wind-burned, but at least both of my feet are planted on solid ground now.
Okay. Any idea why my mother would send me here?
To save your life, of course. She firmly believes the Witelli killed your father. Sending you here was the best course of action.
I mean, if this is what it takes, so be it.
That is a practical outlook. But be careful that you don't focus so much on your ultimate goal that you miss important lessons or experiences along the way.
That's a good advice. And what do you know about the console?
Dominus Lucius Licinius Lucullus was a close friend of your father's, and a supporter of your mother's efforts. He is now the closest thing you have to a father. You ought to keep this in mind.
Okay, I'll try. Do you need anything? You just said you are hungry. Maybe I can get something for you to eat.
Besides a good wine, a warm bath, and a thorough massage, not much. Thank you. But you should think about yourself, Domine.
Sure, but if there's a chance we could work together, why not? Help you. So what do you think I should do?
I would get used to my surroundings and visit the consul as soon as possible. We're here to accomplish something. Time to find out what it is.
Okay, another good advice, which was actually in the process of doing. I just wonder if there is gonna appear any more conversation or is just the goodbye.
Domine.
Yeah, okay. So we exhausted those ones. Not sure here. Except the chat icons. I don't see anything else. Right, Bestia.
Solway.
You are Bestia Tabat, right? I'm biggest, naughtiest Dickus.
I am called Bestia Tabat indeed. You fight well. I noticed it.
Thank you. You as well. Can I ask you some questions?
You may ask, and I may answer or not.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, it is an unusual name. I wonder if Bestia is the family name.
Your name is unusual. Tabat is the name that was given to me by my father. Bestia is the name I took when I earned my freedom. I chose it because I have fought and defeated many beasts.
Okay, and where are you from?
I was born in Mauritania, but I'm a Roman citizen.
Okay, so that's in North Africa, if I remember correctly my history. Have you ever fought in a war before?
Until I undertook this voyage, I fought every single day in the arena. But wars? This will be my first.
Okay, so just gladiator fights. Any advice?
I recommend you to not die. Honor matters little. He who stands tall in the end will always be the winner.
True. And we are very tall, so we might always be a winner with no issues. Any commanders that you know around here?
They say Lucullus has the greatest military mind in Rome. I only know he is consul and imperator, but I don't understand what that means.
So nobody told you all these years?
This is my first time seeing a senator outside of the spectator stands.
Ah, okay. I mean, yeah, if he was a gladiator all the time, then why people should bother telling him this? Okay, consul means he is one of the two men elected to rule all of Rome this year.
Ah, like a king, but temporary.
Not exactly. And yeah, we don't really like the word king. But it's nice not to antagonize him, because of course he does not know.
I do not remember choosing him. What you call a consul is no different from a king then. At least to me.
Yeah. So, why didn't you like the Triarchus?
He will fail again and cause the death of someone you care about. And that death will be your doing. Mark my words.
Alright, so if there are any consequences in my choices, I would gladly like to see what those are. Okay, I'll see you on the field of battle. At least we can run. Don't think there's actually anything around here that can interact.
Does Thur seem like he knows what he's doing to you?
Him and his whole legion seem like they haven't the faintest clue.
I mean, except the casual conversations that we might run into. Sure.
The pirates are getting bolder. They attacked another one of our galleys this morning.
Geminus tell you too?
That's right.
This is the second time his galley's been attacked, and yet he still lives.
Interesting. So that's a piece of information. Oh, we can actually interact with the gate here, but I don't think they're gonna... Yep, we cannot leave right now. Had a feeling. So it will highlight. I can use something. Okay, we open the gate. It has some cages in it. Don't see anything to be in the cages
Saw
though.
Agrippa harassing that old Servus with the limp again.
That small-dicked bully. Did you tell the Praefectus?
He won't do anything about it. Agrippa is connected back home.
One day that man is going to fall out of a watchtower to his death. It'll be tragic.
Don't joke about that kind of thing.
I mean, I can't remember. Did
How
he
long are they
tell you
going to
that?
keep us here? It's driving me crazy too. I came here to kick Mithridates' ass, not to sit on the beach day in and day out waiting for something to happen.
Okay. But yeah, I don't see anything else I can
That other
interact.
legion. Bit wet behind the ears, aren't they?
Everyone starts out that way.
True enough. Soon they'll be veterans too.
Or they'll be dead.
Care to place bets? I'm open to it. But I see these guys that have casual conversations, they're actually classes. I saw Veles, which I want to go for. I mean, we're already going for it. And I think this is it. There is this house over here. Which I cannot enter, apparently. This gate is, yep, the same, cannot leave, which leaves just one place to go, which is to meet Lucullus.
This is not going to work, as long as the rebels keep receiving supplies by sea.
We will need to cut their supply lines. It's an operation for our occulta speculatoris.
Okay, we got the achievement to meet this guy. I mean, we could salute him, so yeah, that's a respectful salute. I'm not sure if you're gonna interrupt something, so sure, let's just salute him to be like respectful.
By Jupiter, you sure have grown up, haven't you? This is the promising young man I was telling you about, Thermos.
Quite unassuming, but full of potential, I guess. Prime material for the speculatores, if he can prove himself.
Okay, what are the speculatores?
A special cohort assembled for particularly daring undertakings.
Soon enough, you shall see the kind of thing they are tasked to carry out.
Okay, so basically that's like special forces in ancient Rome. Cool, got it. But you know what? We didn't exactly come here to just be administrator. So you know what? Gladly. Chance to prove myself is what we've come here for.
There will be ample opportunities for that, my young ward. A trial by fire is what you need. Now pay attention. We've been in a deadlock here on Lesbos for some time now. My co-consul, Marcus Aurelius Cotta, is engaged against King Mithridates of Pontus, in the east. Mithridates is using the pirates of Lesbos as his navy.
The fortress of Mytilene here is well protected, but it also has a weakness. There's a mountain pass we can utilize. I will lead the assault myself.
I volunteer for the vanguard. If my uncle can defeat Pontus, I can surely handle Mytilene.
So be it, then. Meanwhile, you will prove yourself as a leader, my young ward. Take Caeso Quintius Acollinus, your Servus Cineros, and that gladiator who came with you on the ship. You will meet up with Julius Calidus of my legion Speculatores. Your mission is to sneak into the harbor and destroy the enemy ships any way you can. I expect you have questions.
Of course we do. But yeah, that was the first impression, that I will serve as your tribunus.
If you're worried about your future political prospects, have no fear. We will tell everyone you served as my tribunus with great distinction.
Okay, why can't I take part in the main assault?
If you are fast, you may yet play a part in that. But for the assault to succeed, you must do this first.
Okay, but can't I choose my own people?
Prove yourself, and you will be able to name your companions. However, you will want Calidus on your team. Trust me.
Of course, this since it's the start of the game, then not many options available. A bit later on for that then.
That doesn't make what we're doing any less important. Mithridates has a dozen warriors for each of our legionari. Defeating Pontus will require patience and caution. Regaining control of the Aegaean Mare is a crucial step in cutting off Mithridates' supply lines.
Okay, no more questions. I'll do what needs to be done.
Wait. Are those your father's old weapons? I'm sure they mean a lot to you, but look, the leather is brittle. This won't do. Visit my smith, Sextus, and get yourself properly equipped before you go.
When you're ready to leave the area, look for this icon. Okay. We can converse a bit more. Where is... Okay, there's the smith. And where it should be... I mean, it doesn't matter which gate I use. Doesn't seem like it. All of them have the icons, so I don't think it matters. Anything else we can talk about?
Solway, son, do you need anything?
I mean, first of all, I want to thank you for saving my life.
That is unnecessary. I just wish your father could see you like this. He would have been proud.
True, but I'm kinda worried about my mother and sister.
All in due time. And trust me, you are protecting them by being here. In a way, you're saving their lives.
So, were you and my father close?
We served together under Cornelius Sulla in the Social War. He was the most talented spy I've ever known.
Well, he did taught me a lot about staying ahead of my enemies.
I know. You're a natural fit for the occultist speculatores. If you're anything like your father, you'll even enjoy it.
So, Are the people we are here to fight pirates or rebels?
Lesbos has rebelled against Rome. We call them pirates for political reasons, when in reality these people are organized much like a navy. They are allied with Mithridates, Megas of Pontus. He is without a doubt the most dangerous enemy Rome has faced since Hannibal.
So how can he possess? Can pose as a threat against the might of Rome?
Pontus is a strong nation. They have conquered Colchis, Cappadocia, and Bithynia. And these conquests have made them bold. Mithridates himself is a fascinating figure. They say he has rendered himself immune to poison.
Interesting. I wonder if we get a chance to test that theory. So this is not exactly the first time he fought Rome?
My mentor, Cornelius Sulla, defeated him some years ago when he first invaded our province of Asia. Mithridates exploits the ebb and flow of the conflict between the factions of our Senate. He strikes when Rome is divided, like a vulture circling a wounded wolf.
Alright, I guess I'll see you later. And yes, let's talk more with Caesar.
Solway.
Solway. Well, I have to say, you're an interesting man.
Interesting? I shall accept this as a compliment, but prepare to be disappointed. To the extent of my knowledge and ability, I shall try to be as helpful as I can.
Well, to be honest, this is my first time I've traveled so far from home.
Indeed. Staying in Rome became, shall we say, politically disadvantageous to me. That's why I left it. Like you, I've never been to Lesbos before. I did my homework, though, in case you have any questions.
Alright, so what do you know about this island?
Lesbos is one of the most important islands on this sea. Some cartographers call it the Horse Island, on account of its shape.
Okay, so why are the pirates here? Because of that?
Location, I would guess. The island has countless coves and natural harbors for pirate ships to hide in, not to mention the massive fortress in Mytilene.
Okay, true. But since our army is vastly superior to the Greeks, why we can't simply wipe them out?
Be that as it may, their position here is superior. Mytilene is right next to the sea, and their fleet brings them supplies constantly. It's a stalemate.
Alright, I wanna ask you about something else.
Of course.
Do you think the Triarchus was working with the enemy?
Does it matter? For the sake of this discussion, let us say he was a traitor. In the end, we are triumphant and the pirates are dead. The Triarchus, if indeed he worked with them, now knows he picked the wrong side. In a war like this, allegiances are rarely about ideology. The common person wants nothing more than to be on the winning side, and we have shown Geminus that the winning side is ours.
Hopefully, because apparently this is the second time his ship is being attacked. So I guess third time is the charm, and he won't do something like that again.
Fascinating, isn't it? The Legion can build a fortified camp like this almost overnight. In my opinion, that is the foundation of Rome's military might.
Sure is. And I guess we'll talk later, Caesar. And yeah, like I said, if somebody tells you to go to a meeting of a Senate many years from now, don't go.
Wait. Listen, you seem trustworthy. I may have need for your help on a rather sensitive matter.
I guess that depends.
Your caution is well placed, but the sensitivity of the matter is rather personal in nature. I have tried pursuing a solution myself, but to no avail.
Okay. So how can I assist you then?
I've been keeping a detailed account of our journey ever since we left port. Shortly after our arrival, however, the journal went missing. I believe it to be stolen by one of the Centuriones.
You sure it was stolen?
I'm reasonably sure. The journal might be misplaced, but I find this to be improbable since I write regularly.
What makes you think it was a Centurio who stole it?
I have seen a particular man walking out of my tent. As a matter of fact, I have already confronted him and he pretty much admitted his guilt.
But why steal it?
Pain comes in many forms. Physical, emotional, and let us say that some men just enjoy inflicting pain in all forms.
So basically, some men just want to watch the world burn. But still will be confused. If you know he's the one that did it, and you're sure of it, why don't you simply walk up to him and not tell him to give it to you?
That I have already tried. He threatened me in a way. He said if I continue bothering him, he would read the contents of my journal publicly.
So the journal includes some really personal things then?
I can stand by my decisions, and I'm proud of my actions. It's just that I don't want some donkey-headed brute reciting them in public.
True, but yeah, in the end, this is a serious accusation and also serious crime. Why don't you inform Primus Pilus?
Roman law is valid in Rome, and our perpetrator knows this. This is a personal matter, and therefore it should be solved personally.
Yet you're sending me. Interesting. Yeah, sure, very well. I'll just tell me what I can do.
The Centurio is called Agrippa, I think. He hangs out with his friends near the tent over there. I thought perhaps you could convince him to hand over my journal. Needless to say, I would like to keep the contents of the journal private. I would appreciate if you'd refrain from reading it.
I'm tempted to read it. Right, let's just select this quest then. And do I have a map? I think it still shows. Yep. Sextus over there. Let's see if our party members, Cineros and Bestia, have something else to say now that we met with Lucullus.
Domine.
No?
Solway.
Apparently not. Sure. Agrippa.
We're in the middle of something, Tribune. What do you want?
Well, kinda want something you have.
This? Ah, well, this is priceless. A journal written by Cotter's stupid nephew, who thinks of himself as the greatest commander history has ever seen.
You know what? He also happens to be my friend, so just hand it over.
Why don't you send him back here to beg for it again?
Okay, if we went for Logos, we could have had this option opened up. Good to know. But yeah, he sent me instead.
I find that highly unlikely. You'll have to try something else.
I think this is gonna be painful, but sure. Here, have 300 denarii.
For this worthless drivel? Now that's a bargain. Take it.
So, okay, inventory. Where is it? Quest. I can't read it anyway. I was curious. Anyway, how many cash do I have? Oh, I had like 3,000. I hope it's more than enough for now. I guess, like I said, the better equipment probably is not going to be that expensive, and maybe some of them will be free, you know, as a boost. Well, Caesar, got your journal.
Solway, I see you have successfully retrieved my journal. May I ask how you managed it?
Unfortunately, everything has a price. I had to give him 300 denarii.
You paid out of your own pocket. I don't know what to say. Thank you. I'm literally in your debt.
Don't worry, you can pay me in other ways.
You have already started collecting favors. Wise. One last question before we're done. Did you read my journal?
I mean, I'm curious, but no, haven't read it.
That is the most virtuous thing to do, and I expected nothing less of you. Thank you, my friend.
You're welcome. Okay, we got that side quest done. Got a bit more experience, and we only have trial by fire. And Sextus.
Solway Legionary. If you're here to get your weapons fixed, you must have me confused with Vulcan.
I mean... this seems like a flirt, the second option. With forearms like that and such a lustrous beard, can you blame me for making the mistake? Sure. Let's do it for the fun of it.
I can't fault your eyes, but flattery won't help me repair that ancient relic you're carrying. Help yourself to any of the gear on the racks. Take all of it if you need it.
So, if I need something special, can I commission you to smith it for me?
I have enough work on my hands right now supplying the consul's centuriones.
So, but do you have any materials then?
You'll have to bring your own materials if you want any work done. I've nothing to spare.
Got it. Okay, interactive objects. To see which objects you can interact with, press left Alt. Click on the equipment on the table to collect the contents or dismantle it for salvage. Salvage is used to craft new equipment. Got it. So we can just leave it activated and it just shows highlighted. Perfect. I don't need to keep it pressed. So I guess probably gonna play it like this. Everything activated to show the highlight. Right, what do you have here? I mean, we can take all actually. Sure. No, keep one, but you must assign it to a character before you can use. Okay. Let's open inventory. Okay. Equipable. Let's... I mean... it's less movement speed. Or resistance is 4%. I mean, it should be better, right? When you equip a weapon, you can gain access to its skills. You can hover over any item to see. Okay. 2 sets of weapon. We can freely swap. Click this button or press Q. Got it. So we have Rupture, 1, 2. Yes, because we have 2 weapons. Bleeding, perfect. Slash. Guess we're gonna keep. Yeah, we can't put the sword in the other hand, so I guess we're gonna have, yeah, dagger. Oh, but I can actually put the other. Oh, hello. So if you have Gladius, the other one, we have the slash as a skill. With this other Gladius, yeah, we do have the slash, but we actually have gouge. Ooh, okay, so this works in tandem with rupture. You can put rupture, then use gouge, takes the bleeding off, but does an extra 3 damage for every stack of bleeding. Interesting. So we're gonna leave it like that then. Perfect. And can I... What do you have? You have Gladius. Who has spear? One spear. Yep. Let's give the new spear to Bestia. Gives us another third skill. Perfect. And you already only have the stuff. This one's... Yep, this is it for now.
Solway, did you ruin my good work so soon?
No. But apparently we do have more chat options. But are you so irreverent with everyone?
Only those who are younger than me. So, yes.
Okay, fair enough. But since you're old and wise, what do you think about my companions?
A bunch of Balatronés, I'd say. Which one are you asking about?
What about Queso?
I've known that man since he was a little runt. Watch yourself around Queso. He's honest to a fault. Too much honesty may be dangerous.
And Bestia?
Don't get me started. Maybe you can get it into his skull that I can't forge a battle scythe. There is no such thing by Vulcan.
I think it might be... There is. But I think maybe a bit more difficult to make them. And what about Cineros?
That half-senile fool was your mentor. That explains a lot.
What do you mean? Anyone? Anyway, I think this is
Fine. Need something else?
No, I'll leave it to your work. Right, anyone else I can talk or see? No, apparently not. Okay, so we have equipment for our companions, which is good. A bit more extra on it. And we shall see what adventures we gonna get into it. For now, only have the trial by fire. And I think I might actually leave it for the next part. For now, I'm gonna leave it here. Yes, not a lot of fighting or anything else. It was more like conversations and getting to know more people around here. And we did that side quest for Caesar. So there's that. So yeah, I'll see you in the next episode where we're gonna see about our trial by fire quest and see how it goes sneaking inside. So hopefully you enjoyed this episode, guys, and as always, and don't forget to take care.